Hello, I'm Juana Ayers. I own a Healing Journey Therapeutic Massage of Flagstaff along with my husband here in Flagstaff, Arizona. I am going to now go on and show you how to work your forearm. These muscles get really tight because actually they are the muscles that allow us to move our fingers. We have these nice long tendons that come in to the forearm, allowing flexion and extension. And when these muscles get really tight, we can feel like stiffness in the hands, we can feel certain specific finger pain going on, and they're just an area that is very accessible for self-massage and also for stretching. So a simple way to stretch these forearms, and along with the palm and the fingers, is just to interlock your fingers and then push palm out. And again, take a nice full breath. Now with this stretch, I can feel a nice stretch coming all the way through my arm and fingers on both sides. Another way to stretch the forearm is to just press against your fingertips. And I can feel that very specifically through that lower part of my forearm. To get a deeper stretch with for each individual finger, you can stretch them independently. So now when I do this, along with my keeping the arm straight, because if I bend it, I don't feel much of a stretch, but just straightening that arm, the stretch is much deeper. And this is much more specific. I can feel each specific finger and its tendon going into the muscle, into the forearm. A lot of times we think about opening up the hand because we're clutching or holding and gripping, so we're in this closed hand position. But you can also stretch the top of the forearm by letting the hand flop down and applying pressure. So now I'm getting a little bit of a stretch here, but this seems to be more common just because of that gripping that we end up doing. Another way to work the forearm is, I'm going to grab a chair here. You can go ahead and grab a soft ball, again a firm ball that you can do massage, and get a nice firm surface. Actually, even a bed is fine as long as it's not too cushy. And you can just let your arm roll on this soft ball. And again, we're spreading fibers. While you're doing this, the tendency is to want to scoop your hand or close your hand, because when you apply pressure to these muscles, they want to contract. So you can at the same time stretch while you're applying pressure with that soft ball. I'm going to roll so that my palm is face up. And sometimes to kind of add a little extra pressure, I apply the other hand just to help steady myself and maybe add a little extra pressure. But most of my pressure is coming from me pushing down from this shoulder. And right through here, I can just feel like I have a sensation through the back near my pinky. I can feel right where I'm pressing. So again, you can hold, count to 8. And then move on to the next spot. While you're working it, you can move your hand around, because that just kind of moves those muscle fibers while you're pressing. Another way to simply work the forearm is to hold the forearm and just do a rotation. And so I'm going to grab and rotate one direction, and then let go, grab and rotate the other direction. There's another small muscle through here called the brachioradialis. It allows for that turning motion, and sometimes you can just grab this little guy and pinch it. And when I do that, oh my goodness, I'm always amazed at the pain that it will spread. It doesn't hurt during the day because I do work it often, but sometimes if you just end up with achy forearms, you might want to go ahead and grab this muscle. So I'm kind of pinching it, rotating it. This would be in a relaxed position, and then stretch it out and rotate. And just kind of work that area. And that will just free up space so that the blood can flow more easily through this forearm. So, a couple more ideas for taking care of your arms, which therefore take care of your hands. So take care and stay tuned.